Imagine this. A few months ago, your life was completely normal. You were doing your daily activities, eating, working, studying. Maybe life felt a little boring at times, but everything was fine. Then someone special enters your life. Suddenly, everything feels magical. You feel happier for no reason. Everyday things that once seemed boring now feel exciting. Their smile, their voice, their presence, it all makes you feel complete. When they text you, your heart races. When they're around, time flies. You start prioritizing them over everything. And then it ends. A breakup happens. Just like that, everything changes. The happiness disappears, replaced by pain, sadness, and emptiness. You lose sleep, your appetite drops, and your brain keeps replaying memories like a broken record. But why? Why does a breakup feel worse than any other pain? Well, science has the answer. When you fall in love, your brain floods with dopamine, the pleasure hormone responsible for making you feel happy and motivated. This is the same chemical that makes chocolate, social media, or even drugs addictive. Your partner becomes your brain's biggest source of dopamine, and just like any addiction, your brain wants more and more of it. In fact, studies show that the brain activity of a person in love is almost identical to that of someone addicted to cocaine. So when a breakup happens, your brain suffers a dopamine crash. It's like a drug addict being forced into sudden withdrawal. This is why you feel restless, empty, and crave your ex, even if the relationship wasn't perfect. According to neuroscientist Dr. Helen Fisher, breakups trigger the same brain regions as drug withdrawal, making you feel literally addicted to your ex. But that's not all. Breakups also trigger a massive spike in cortisol, the stress hormone. Your brain treats heartbreak as an emergency survival threat, sending your body into panic mode. This is why you feel constant anxiety, loss of appetite, and even physical pain after a breakup. Your brain reduces sleep quality, forcing you to stay awake and overthink. Because from a survival perspective, staying alone used to be dangerous in ancient times. Studies show that breakups activate the amygdala, the brain's fear center, which explains why heartbreak triggers so much anxiety and stress. Ever noticed how your brain keeps replaying old memories after a breakup? That's because of low serotonin levels, the same chemical that stabilizes mood and prevents obsessive thinking. With low serotonin, your brain gets stuck in a loop, making you obsess over your ex and crave closure that may never come. Low serotonin is linked to OCD, obsessive-compulsive disorder, which is why post-breakup obsession feels uncontrollable. To truly understand why heartbreak is so painful, we need to go back, way back, to when humans lived in caves. Back then, survival depended on two key things: staying in a group for safety and finding a mate to reproduce. Being alone in the wild meant death, whether from wild animals or lack of resources. This is why our brains evolved to prioritize deep connections, not just for love, but for survival. So when you fall in love, your brain releases enormous amounts of dopamine, because in evolutionary terms, you're securing a partner for survival and reproduction. And when that bond is broken, your brain sees it as a life-threatening event, triggering panic, stress, and withdrawal symptoms. Science fact: your brain is still wired like our cave-dwelling ancestors, which is why breakups feel like a major survival crisis, even though you're in the modern world. And here's the craziest part: heartbreak actually hurts physically. Studies show that breakups activate the same brain regions as physical pain, which is why you feel an actual pain in your chest or stomach. That's why people say, "My heart hurts," because in a way, it literally does. Study from the University of Michigan found that taking painkillers like Tylenol, acetaminophen, can actually reduce emotional pain from a breakup. So if a breakup is like drug withdrawal, how do you heal faster? Science has some answers. Exercise boosts dopamine and serotonin naturally. Go no contact helps reset brain chemistry. Try new activities. Spend time with friends. Meditation and journaling. Breakups are painful, but remember, your brain is designed to heal and rewire itself. And when it does, you'll come out stronger than before. So next time you feel like you'll never get over it, remember, it's not just in your head, it's science. And science also proves that you will recover. If this video helped you, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more science-backed insights.